It is about 9 o'clock, and today is another compound lift day. So I'm about to head over to my friend Molly's. But first, I want to show you my new my new gym setup. My house is slowly turning into a gym. So we've got the Bowflex, and then we've got the usual janky set that I got from Big 5 Sporting Goods before they closed, which I heard a rumor that they were going to be possibly open in select locations, so I might check that out to see if they are. I had a little incident trying to order some new dumbbells over Amazon. I'll tell you about that later, but yeah, this is my current setup. I was able to get this up the stairs with help from my friend slash landlord, actually. So I appreciate her helping me out. It was definitely not easy, even with her help. It is very awkward and pretty heavy, but yeah, it has been fun. It has been pretty nice. It kind of acts as a cable machine, so that is something I really missed. And I might do some more accessory work later this afternoon after I do some compound lifts. If I do, you will see it. If not, you'll see it next time. But yeah, I'm gonna head over to do some heavier lifting. Be good, Carly. Don't poop in the house. I know you never do. Bye. Bye. Hey guys, what's up? So I'm just cooking up some lunch here, nothing exciting. It is just ground turkey and then some cabbage and sweet potato. Right now I'm cooking up the turkey, and I'm going to be using curry powder for my spice this time. I really love curry powder, kind of obsessed with it, so just gonna be using that. Today's workout was like really good and kind of surprising, and also brought to my attention how bad at math I am. But so I got stronger this week with my compound lift days. That is kind of my goal for May, is to see how much stronger I can get. I'm not expecting as big of jumps week to week, but my squat, I went up 5 pounds. My deadlift, I went up, I think, let's see, like 20? Well, let me think that through when I have time to actually use a calculator. And my bench, I went up 10 pounds. That was an accident. I thought I was benching 185 to like maybe put some baby weights on the side and hop up to 5 pounds, but I was benching 195. So I just did 195, 5 sets, 5 reps. I was pretty stoked on that. It wasn't until like I racked it my first round, and I was just like, did I get weaker? That felt a little bit heavy, almost dangerously so. I don't have a spot, and I was questioning my ability to do it for all 5 sets. Then I got in my calculator, I did the math, and I realized I was benching 195. So there's a few things here. One, sweet, awesome. I am stoked that, you know, I'm bad at math. It pays off to be dumb sometimes, apparently. But also, it kind of just shows you how important mindset is. Because if I would have known that I had 195 on the bar versus 185, I probably would have told myself it was too heavy and like I couldn't do it. So it's crazy how powerful your brain is, how important mindset is, and how it can basically, it can be a game changer. And that was just a little good life lesson for me, I guess. And on that note, one other thing I've been thinking about a lot lately is my bodybuilding show, which was postponed to October 10th. It's supposed to be July 18th. I found out that my gym, or I wouldn't have gym access possibly up until, you know, let's see, maybe August or something. There's phases in how California is opening. There's phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and 4. 1 is like where we're at now. So if no like non-essential businesses open, non-essential travel, that sort of thing. We're moving into phase 2 by like the end of this week supposedly, so we've got more businesses that can open up as long as they practice safe protocols like social distancing and that sort of thing. However, gyms were placed into phase 3 category, which we could be months away from. I might not have gym access to train for my competition, which is in October, and I had moments where I was like, I don't know if I want to continue with this because I'm already in a spot where I'm not feeling incredibly secure about where I am physically, because I like going into it, I was like, I'm not where I want to be, but whatever. I'm just gonna do it because mentally I want to. I want to experience this. It's going to be an experience, and it's mine, and I can only compare myself to myself and be proud of what I present on stage. But then adding the no gym access thing, and then just only having a janky weight set and a Bowflex training for this thing, I started having serious doubts of whether this was something that I was, you know, not gonna mindfuck myself with. However, I decided to put my ego aside, and I asked myself, you know, like, looking back 2 years from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now, whatever, when I look back on this situation, how do I want to perceive how I handled this? Am I going to be proud of how I handled this? Or will I wish I did things differently? And that kind of just made me think, like, I will not be proud looking back on this situation if I just give up or quit or don't still try to do my best to train for the competition. So on that note, I'm like, you know what? Giving up is not really my thing. So obviously, I wouldn't be happy with that looking back. And I think I'm just going to accept where I'm at when October rolls around, call it my COVID body, and do my absolute best. I'm going to give it 100%. And whatever I look like at the end of that, just knowing that I gave it everything I had is more than enough to know, like, it's just more than enough to keep me going and reach for getting back on that stage. And hopefully, you know, hopefully that competition will also not be canceled. So there is my mindset with that. I'm gonna put my turkey in something else before it burns. So here is all of lunch, the sweet potato, cabbage and mushrooms, and turkey. And I'm gonna top it off with my avocado sauce that is homemade, which if you haven't tried it yet, the recipe is on the website. I don't know what you're waiting for. So I just use about an ounce. There, done. Lunchtime. Okay, so since I worked out chest today and I've been sitting for a while, or just lately, I've been really wanting to work on my posture and my tight chest problem. I actually see this a lot in the trans folks that I work with. Tend to have like kind of a forward head posture because of a few reasons. One, you know, might be working at a desk a lot. Two, trying to hide your chest, dysphoria, feeling self-conscious. I know that I started like slouching as soon as puberty hit because I was just like, nope, this isn't happening. So then you have binding, which is super tight. You can't breathe. It's just, you're still trying to hide things and you're constricted. Then also top surgery, which after surgery, you are also binding, but then you can't really like move your arms, and then scar tissue develops and you have to kind of work to be able to even move your arms overhead again. So a lot of trans folks who have had top surgery or have been binding or have dysphoria generally have pretty horrible posture, myself included, which can also lead to making you more prone to shoulder injuries, chest stretches. You can use a door. Keep your elbows on the door frame. You can also use the corner of your house. I don't have any great corners to use, so I'm using this door. So you just stagger your feet and kind of lean into your stretch. And you want to hold that for like 15 to 30 seconds. You should feel it right in your chest, your pec right here. You can also bring your arms up a little bit and get a different stretch. So it's like down here, up here. Hold that for 15 to 30 seconds. Then, so if you don't have a foam roller, you can use a towel that you can roll up a towel and put that on the floor like a foam roller. It's gonna be a little bit softer. This one's getting pretty hard. But you sit on it like so. Put the roller kind of in the middle of your back, and then just let your arms fall to your sides, and also hold that for a good 15 to 30 seconds, and that feels kind of amazing. You can also kind of do some starfish views, or like make a, what is it, like a snow angel. You can feel that stretch. It feels really good. Oh yeah. Want to kind of strengthen those back muscles that might be a little bit weak. So rows, for example, and I've got my nifty Bowflex here to do some rows. But you can also use a band, but since this is already set up to go, I'm going to use this. Doesn't have to be heavy, it can be pretty light. Slow and controlled. You can just do like 3 sets of those, about 15 reps, and yeah, just a little thing that I am working on, posture, tight chest. So I don't want to be injured. It's kind of like all of these preventative measures, if you want to keep training long term, you gotta make sure and keep it healthy because injuries suck. So that's my tip of the day. I'm gonna walk my dog now because she is ready. Carly. Hey guys, what's up? So it is dinner time. I've got my pan heated up with some coconut oil, and then I'm just gonna add in some mushrooms and peppers. This is going to be a very simple, lazy dinner. Never mind the motorcycles in the background. That wasn't a fart, I swear. So it's gonna be mushrooms, peppers, leftover turkey that I already cooked, you saw me do, some kale, and then some more of the avocado sauce. So it's gonna take, you know, like basically 2 seconds. But while this is cooking up, I apologize, my meals for you guys are not exactly the most exciting. I've actually been enjoying cooking and just kind of playing around with food a bit again. That, you know, a lot of the times food for me is fuel and trying to put together simple things that I've just been kind of creating lately, and it's been nice. And it's funny, I was also thinking that I was having like flashbacks of when I was stuck in Germany when I was married, and here I am stuck again in my house during quarantine thanks to COVID, and apparently being trapped makes me want to cook and create food. So yeah, it was weird, you know, I'm doing my thing, cooking, and I was like, you know what? I think I have done this before. So when I was married, I spent the last, it was like 9 months in Germany. I was married to a dude who was in the military, army, and we were on a base that was closing down. There wasn't a lot of resources. I had a lot of anxiety, so I didn't drive. Basically, the only thing that I could do was adventure out for as long as I could run, as far as I could run. I think my longest run was about 20 miles. And then go to the commissary and cook food. And then like clean my house and shit like that. Give it a little spray with the avocado oil. A little bit of salt. So yeah, I was stuck, but what I had was cooking. And I went to culinary school, and I learned a ton in culinary school, but looking back, I think I learned a lot of cooking even before going to culinary school. You know, I had those days, it was lonely, I was stuck, I didn't go anywhere, I didn't get along with military wives. I think I met like one other military wife, and it just felt off, it felt weird to me. We all know why. But eventually I escaped and I went to culinary school, and long story short, here I am now, cooking in front of this camera for YouTube and training for a bodybuilding show. And it's kind of funny, sometimes I wonder myself, I wonder if my ex's family ever like brings up things at the Thanksgiving table, like around holidays and shit, and they're just like, remember your first wife who had a sex change and like now is just not looking anywhere similar? I don't, like, am I the joke of their family? Am I unspoken of? I don't know. We were both young, 21 years old when we got married. Because religion, yeah, awesome. But it's probably safe to say we're both happier now. He definitely wasn't getting what he was wanting. I definitely was a mess. I do not have any communications with my ex. I am into women. I'm just going over all the answers that I feel like people ask me about when I talk about my marriage. People are always like, did he know you transitioned? Do you have kids? Did you transition in your marriage and stuff like that? And all these are no. I left Germany, went to culinary school. We got divorced. Then I came out as gay, and then I was like, nope, that's not it. I am trans. And so here I am. This is a long ass story. None of you probably want to know, but my dinner is done. So I'm gonna plate this up. So this is my finished dinner. I am, well, I'm semi-excited to eat it. It's not bad, right? It's got colorful things going on. It'll be tasty. Sorry for my ramble. Obviously, I'm processing kind of stuff related to my past. May is also the month that I got married, so it's strange. It's like I got married in May, I got divorced in May. But I always kind of feel weird during this month. It's like the smells and like the air, and it's all very similar, and it kind of brings up memories, and then I end up like kind of processing things. I don't know why. It's a very weird response, but it happens every year. So that's probably why I ended up just talking out my ass again. But anyways, I'm gonna end the vlog here before I just keep talking more. I'm sure I'll probably touch on this topic again during this month, and I haven't really talked about it in a while, so I might have some new subscribers that have no idea what I'm talking about. So if you find it interesting, you want to know more about like my marriage or like my past, let me know in the comments below, and I can make kind of like a whole new separate video for that if you like. But anyways, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.